Enoshita cursed quietly under his breath, already regretting getting into the challenge. Not that he had anything against them. After all, a good challenge could be a real fun if done correctly. It was more this particular challenge that worried him. Tanaka was a great guy, there was no doubt about it. And he was a very sweet and caring boyfriend, as Enoshita could witness in the last few months. But he was aware Tanaka was still a bit obsessed with his own manliness, even now, years after high school. This challenge was sweet, sure. Maybe a little too much, like some cheesy rom-coms. And that worried him. What if he thinks it's stupid? That it undermines his manliness when I wrote the note? Damn it, should have gone with some other challenge. He left the note in Tanaka's pocket in his sports pants before his boyfriend went to work, hoping he would find it when he changes. Maybe I should have put it to his lunch. Or rather in the trash so I could be at peace. This was such a stupid idea, why did I even agree to this? Chika, I'm home. Enoshita snapped out of his thoughts, almost dropping the bow he was holding, startled by Tanaka's loud voice. Welcome. How was work? Tanaka's head appeared in the kitchen. He licked his lips, his eyes glinting at the sight of the food Enoshita was preparing. It was fine. The clientele is growing, which is great. And they seem content with the results, which is great too. Enoshita hummed, tensing for a second when arms unexpectedly wrapped around his waist from behind. He still didn't get used to all the affection and touching Tanaka had unleashed upon him at every possible moment. Smells delicious. I'm hungry like a wolf. Enoshita chuckled. Of course you are. Just wait a few minutes, okay? It will be done soon. He bit his lip. So, nothing unusual at work today? Tanaka hummed in surprise, raising his eyebrow. Not really. I just think one of my clients is trying to seduce me. Oh? Yeah, she was winking at me the whole lesson, acting as if she was there for the first time, so I had to correct her. And she even left a note in my pocket somehow. Enoshita froze. Of course he thinks it was from a woman. It was really cringy, I tell you. I see the sky every time I look into your eyes, and my heart melts every time you are around, or something like that. Enoshita's heart dropped. He clenched his jaw, trying to keep a steady expression. Oh, that's something. Yeah, but don't worry, I threw it away. I think I'll tell Ishi to get her another trainer. I'm not dealing with this. Enoshita nodded, focusing hard on the cooking. Okay, can you get the bowls? It's ready. Just a minute and it will be done, so we can prepare the table already, right? You go sit down, I'll bring it. He felt more than saw Tanaka furrowed his brow. Chika? Is something wrong? What? No, it's fine. Get the bowls, please. Is it about the woman? I swear I'll reject her if she tries something. No, it's not about that. It's fine, don't worry about it. He tried to force a smile, but judging by his boyfriend's concerned expression, it didn't go well. Tanaka reached over to turn off the stove and turned Enoshita to face him, raising his chin. Chika, what's wrong? Nothing, really. It was a stupid idea. Sorry. Idea? What was? Realization flashed over his face and Enoshita cringed inwardly. That note was from you, wasn't it? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Chika. I had no idea. Enoshita panicked, his heart beating fast. He averted his gaze. Does it matter? Of course it matters. There's a big difference between getting a note like this from a rando and my own boyfriend. But you said it was cringy. Because I didn't want you to worry or be jealous because of her. Enoshita sighed, wiggling to get out of Tanaka's grasp. It's okay, you don't have to make me feel better about it. Chica... Really, I should have thought of something different. He tried to step away, but the arms around him tightened and pulled him back. His breath hitched. What are you... I'm not letting you go until you forgive me. But... No. Ryu, No. But the dinner... Can't wait. I'm sorry, really. If I knew it was from you, I would laminate it and pin it to my back to show everyone what a sweet boyfriend I have. Enoshita felt his face heating up. So you don't think it makes you less of a man that I gave it to you? Why would it? And besides, my manliness has no saying in accepting your love, and everyone who says that can go fuck themselves. Enoshita snorted quietly, rubbing the haziness from his eyes. Alright, I forgive you. Slightly calloused hands cupped his face, making him look straight into the steel blue eyes before he melted into the soft touch of Tanaka's lips on his own. Maybe this challenge wasn't so bad after all. Living half a globe away from your partner sucks. Ushishima was aware of that for a long time, but he fully supported Tendo in his dream of moving to Paris. He missed him, of course, every day, no matter how much they called and chatted, how many times they tapped their long-distance bracelets on their wrists. It never felt like enough. And it was only getting worse since the winter started. That was also one of the reasons he agreed to do this challenge. He didn't have to be close to Tendo to do it. And it was sweet. Earlier, he googled some ideas for a love note, searching for some that could translate what he wanted to say to his boyfriend. He wasn't worried much about the imagery. He knew Tendo was smart enough to decipher it. He checked the time to make sure about the time shift. 4 PM, it should be 7 AM in France now. That should do. He tapped in the first message. Are you a camera? Because you always make me smile. Does she? Good morning, Satori. Did I wake you up? No, not at all. I've been awake for more than an hour now. Good. Though you should really sleep a bit more, you know. Aw, still so worried about my well-being? Of course. So sweet, my dear. But what was that message? So cheesy. Was it too much? No, I love it. Great, because your name is my favorite word. Aww, mine is your name too. That's good, since I'm yours, no refunds. As if I would ever give you back. No one can have you except for me. Satori. I lost the receipt from you anyway, so... Guess you are staying with me. Oh my god, did I make you laugh? Like for real? Yes? No way. I should write it down somewhere as my second biggest personal achievement. Second? Yeah, the first one was to make you fall for me. Ushishima was suddenly really glad he decided to write and not FaceTime, as his face started to quickly warm up, the stupid smile not leaving his face. He wasn't that far with his first note. I believe the best thing I did in my life was to give my heart to you. Aw, Toshi, you are making me blush. That was the point. Besides other things. Thankfully, distance isn't really an issue because in the end, I have you. Aw, this isn't fair. How am I supposed to work after all these sweet words from you? I won't be able to focus. Oh, I'm sorry. No, don't be. It's sweet and I love it. We should meet up soon. I miss you, you know? And I have a new recipe I would like you to try. Don't worry, it's fully suitable for athletes. I'm not worried about that. My ideal body weight is yours on mine anyway. Uh-huh. Now we definitely need to meet up soon. I promise we will. I'm working on it. Really? That's awesome. I can't wait to see you again. Like, face to face, not through the screen. Me too. I promise I will visit you soon. I can't wait. I have to go to work now. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Sure. Take good care of yourself. You too, my dear. Love you. Love you too. Ushijima smiled at the messages, his gaze straying to the contract on the table. Soon, Satori. Soon. If it was anything to go by, Iwaizumi seemed a bit more lively that day, which Oikawa welcomed with open arms. He still wasn't released from the hospital, and Oikawa could see it was taking a toll on him. His boyfriend loved to move, and now he was forced to stay in the bed. They both knew it was for Iwaizumi's sake, as the broken vertebrae could cause some troubles if they didn't heal properly, but it was still breaking Oikawa's heart seeing his beloved boyfriend so sad. He didn't leave his side for more than a few hours when he had to go to practice, and it always felt so wrong leaving Iwaizumi behind, no matter how much he tried to convince Oikawa it was fine. They both knew it was far from the truth. Oikawa hadn't spent years by Iwaizumi's side to not recognize the deeply hidden sadness in his eyes whenever he had to leave. He hoped this challenge could do something about it. Toru, you are spacing out again. Oikawa startled and chuckled, embarrassed, realizing he was thinking too much, and stopped in the middle of the room with a glass of water he got for himself in his outstretched hand. Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Say, do you think we could convince your doctor to allow you on a short walk in the garden? Iwaizumi raised his eyebrow. I don't know. Knowing you, if you talk enough, she might as well allow anything just to save her remaining brain cells. Me, Najime. I was just trying to make you feel better and this is how you repay me? Unbelievable. He huffed and crossed his arms over his chest, putting on his best offended expression. Iwaizumi chuckled and reached for his hand, gently running his thumb over his knuckles. Don't be mad. I think you have great persuasion skills. Seriously, you have a great EQ. I know I make fun of you a lot for your talking, but that doesn't change the fact I admire your communication skills. Oikawa blinked and pulled away a bit. Who are you and what did you do to my Grumpy Hajime? Grumpy Hajime hit his head when falling from a cliff. You have a changed Hajime now. Deal with it. Oikawa almost started to cry. He pressed a light kiss on Iwaizumi's fingers, giggling like a small girl. It was the first time Iwaizumi joked about what happened, and it made Oikawa incredibly happy. You know I love all your sides, right? Grumpy, caring, kind. Just the meanie side of you is kinda at the tail of the list of my favorite things about you, but I guess I can't have everything, right? Iwaizumi rolled his eyes, but the small smile tugging in the corner of his mouth betrayed his plain annoyance. Oikawa shivered with excitement. He was glad Iwaizumi was in a good mood. It instantly lifted his own as well. You are a menace, but I still love you. Oikawa beamed. I should have recorded that. You're acting like I don't say I love you at least twice a week. I know, but it never gets old. I could listen to you saying you love me 24/7 without getting tired of it. Oh really? Should I say it more then? Oikawa smiled and leaned in for a kiss. No need to. This is just enough. He felt Iwaizumi relax under his touch and sighed contentedly, happy the good old days were back, even though Iwaizumi was still more or less bedridden. By the way, why did you bring so many papers with you? Don't tell me you stole them from the kids' play area. How rude! I didn't steal anything. I asked nicely that pretty nurse that has a crush on you, and she gave me a whole stack when I said it's for you. How do you know she has a crush on me? Oikawa huffed. Oh, please, don't tell me you didn't see how she looks at you. She always goes full hard eyes when you move your arms. Are you jealous? Should I be? Iwaizumi tugged him closer, wrapping his arms around his waist. Of course not. My heart is yours and yours only. But what are the papers then? Take a look. He handed Iwaizumi one of the papers, which was covered completely in his neat handwriting, praying it wasn't too cringe. Thank you for putting up with me. I can't imagine being with anyone else, because you are the only one with whom I'm not afraid to be myself. You were with me at my best, and you never left me in my worst. I feel safe with your arms around me, and I love you for everything you are. Always. Iwaizumi blinked a few times and stared at the paper for a long while. Oikawa bit his lip, unconsciously starting to fidget with his fingers. Is it too much? Iwaizumi slowly shook his head and pulled Oikawa to his chest, hugging him tightly. No, I'm a bit overwhelmed, I guess. Thank you, Toru. I don't know what to say. Oikawa smiled and snuggled closer, minding Iwaizumi's injuries. Then don't say anything. I'm gonna go ask the doctor if you can go out. It's so nice there, and fresh air never killed anyone, right? Iwaizumi chuckled and kissed his cheek. Amen. If there was one thing left to do, it was making Yaku flustered. Sure, considering Yaku's personality, it might seem like a difficult task, but the truth was, the formerly demon senpai got flustered very easily if one knew which strings to play. And Lev took a great pride in that skill. Since he almost died in the plane crash, Yaku was surprisingly clingy and timid around him. Not that Lev complained, he enjoyed seeing Yaku's soft side. But it kinda felt like Yaku was scared Lev would disappear if he let him stray further than to the kitchen. Which could either be because he was afraid Lev would get hurt somewhere, or a result of his overthinking mind that still didn't fully understand Lev wasn't mad at him for giving him a cold shoulder. And considering the uncertain looks he caught Yaku giving him, he was worried it was the second reason. It was the reason why he came with the challenge. And also the reason why he was sitting by the table for more than half an hour, scribbling short, loving messages on tiny pieces of paper. And here I thought Mori was the last person to doubt himself. I guess no one is safe from unwanted thoughts. Lev? He quickly hid the papers and turned around, smiling at his still half-asleep boyfriend. Hello, Mori. I would say good morning, but it's afternoon, so that won't do. How's your head? Yaku blinked and avoided his gaze. Still hurts, but not as much as before. Lev breathed in relief. As if his possible insecurity wasn't enough. Ever since the hit, Yaku suffered from the horrible headaches, often waking up in the middle of the night with tears of pain in his eyes. Lev wished he could do something more for him than just give him painkillers and hold him. Do you want some painkillers? Or something to eat? Yaku shook his head and hesitantly wobbled to Lev, still not looking at him. Lev furrowed his brow. Mori? Is something wrong? I was wondering... Aren't you tired? Tired? No, I slept well last night. Yaku fidgeted with his fingers, an unmistakable sign that he was nervous. I mean more tired of doing everything now, and of running around me. And of me, was the unsaid bit. Lev's heart ached. He hoped he was wrong, that Yaku was just worried about another injury, but his hopes fell on deaf ears. He wrapped his arms around Yaku's waist and pulled him to sit on his lap. I'm not tired of taking care of you. You got injured. It's normal you need help with some things. You have to recover properly to be able to play again. You don't have to be nice about it. For the last few months, you don't do anything else than take care of me and my stupid insecurities. You had to fly all the way to Russia just because of my stupid fear. You had to turn down 2 job offers because I hit my head. Now you do everything around the flat because of my stupid headaches. Doesn't it upset you? Lev was rendered speechless for a moment. Surely Yaku didn't think he was mad at him for being scared and injured, right? But the tension in Yaku's shoulders was proof of exactly that. Mori, look at me. Yaku shook his head. Lev lifted his chin, so he had no option but to be face to face. I don't mind taking care of you when you need it. There will be more job opportunities, but you have only one health, and I want to make sure you are 100% alright. And don't say your fear or pain is stupid ever again. It's normal, and I'm here for you whenever they hit, same as I know you are here for me. He reached for the small pile of papers and spread them over the table. I wanted to have this as a surprise, but I think you really need to hear it now, so take one. Yaku hesitantly picked the closest yellow paper, glancing at Lev uncertainly. You are the moon and stars of my life. The moon? Yep. I wanted to write sun, but you can't look into sun for too long and it sometimes gets annoying. But you can look at moon and stars as long as you want and never have enough. Yaku blushed light pink and picked up another note. When I look at you, I can see the rest of my life in your eyes. Doesn't that sound a bit ominous? Yeah, that one isn't the best, but I meant it in the best way. You are nothing short of everything to me. Yaku raised his eyebrow and Lev cringed inwardly. That's not an insult to your height, I swear. Better not, or otherwise you would really see the rest of your life in my eyes, just in a bit less romantic way. Noted. He smiled despite Yaku's words, especially since he noticed which note he picked up now. It's not true you only fall in love once, because every time I look at you, I fall in love again. I love you with my whole heart, more than words can express. Lev, that's... Yaku's face got a nice shade of red, and Lev mentally patted himself on the back. He nuzzled his nose into the crook of Yaku's neck to hide the smile forming on his face. Every word on these notes is true. I made them so if you ever feel insecure again, you can read them and see I love you too much to ever even think of leaving you. He heard a soft sniffing and pulled Yaku even closer to his chest, gently rubbing his back. I'm sorry. Don't be. You can let it all out if you need to. I won't laugh. What did I do to deserve you? Lev shrugged. Depends. Do you think I'm your blessing or punishment? He snorted when Yaku smacked his shoulder. I'll take it as a blessing,